Well, hello everyone. Good to see you again. I think I've improved my microphone a little bit more. Hopefully the sound quality is way better. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Ezekiel Schmidt. I am a symbolic artist in the Pacific Northwest. And if you like my work and you want to see more of it, you can find more of it in the link to the website that's in the description, EzekielSchmidtArt.com. And yeah, I got tons of really cool stuff. So I got art. I got a blog on there explaining some of my art pieces as well, some little stories. I have what else do I got? I got T-shirts that are really cool. I got some really cool blankets, puzzles, and I got tons of stuff. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to paint. Oh fuck! Put a little too much red. Anyway, whatever. Oh, there goes the thing. Oh. So thank you for coming to my art diary. Love me some milk. I forgot what. And I do this Monday through Friday. So if you want to join, it's always it starts around 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Just mixing some paint real quick. There we go. Tell you what, it's really interesting people watching at work. Especially noticing who does what, and not necessarily saying why they do it, but it's good to not assume why someone's doing something, but watch what they do. Because you won't know the true why. Even they don't know the true why, since most of us do things unconsciously, but just see what people are doing. That'll tell you a lot about them. I think learning to read body language is a very important skill that I wouldn't say that it's been lost, but it's not as emphasized as I think it should be, because it'll tell you a lot about people and a lot about their emotional state as well. Not everything. I mean, just because someone crosses their arms doesn't mean they're closing off. That might be the way they think. It might be. I guess that is a little bit of closing off because you're taking a step back to detach and think, put up a little wall. But not everybody scratching their head when they're about to say something. It means that they're lying. Not every twitch of the body is fuck is going on with my camera. Not every twitch of the body means something deep and psychological. It could just be this camera setup. One of these days I'm gonna get better setup, but for right now this is what I got. They could just maybe they have an itch and they're scratching an itch, but if you know the person well enough, you can learn how to read their specific body language. Not everyone speaks the same body language. We all have slightly different little tics and things that we do. But it's good to learn, especially if you have a significant other. You should learn how to read their body language. Just observe them. Just observe them and see what it kind of indicates. Don't put meaning onto it immediately. Just allow it to be, just be like, oh, they're doing that. That's interesting. And then correlate it over time. I notice that you do this, when you do that. Don't tell them that you notice that, because that's just, it freaks them out. At least that's what I found. Not everybody wants to know or likes knowing that they're being observed so closely. And then they'll try to change their body language once you let them know about it. Which doesn't really help anyone. It makes them more nervous around you, and then makes you wonder whether they're actually truly, did they actually, they mean that because of that, or was that just because they're trying to cover up something? Yeah, whatever. But as I was saying, learn people's body language, especially people that you're in a relationship with. It could be romantic, it could not be romantic, but still, it will help guide you through a lot of things, and also let you know when people are lying, when people are trustworthy, and when they're not trustworthy. Man, the connection for my things is just bad today. And the reason why I say that you should learn body language is because it will help you understand yourself too. Because I've noticed times where I'm like, I do certain things, then I'll be like, why did I do that specific motion? Why did I take a step back? It'll help you kind of learn to engage with your intuition. It's like, oh shit, I don't trust that person. Even though I didn't consciously think about that, shit, maybe I don't want to be around them. Maybe I don't want to be their friend. Maybe there's something in my gut that's telling me, beware, or be wary. And you should listen to that. Listen to your gut. You can train your gut. A lot of times people think that something's their gut, but it's really just their anxiety or other traumas. But once you've kind of worked through those things, you can learn how to listen to your actual gut. Because there is a lot of knowledge that is beyond the rational. Logic is awesome. Logic is great. Things to a degree are causal, but then there is a bunch of things that are beyond causality, beyond linear causality. The randomness of the universe will jump out at you sometimes. And if you think rationally, you won't understand what's going on. You have to learn how to think rationally and irrationally. Learn how to intuit. Learn how to trust your feelings, Luke. Essentially. Oh shit, sorry, I didn't realize that was in front of the camera. Man, it's going so slow. But, back what I was saying, learn how to trust your feelings. But also recognize when your feelings are wrong. And then recognize when your feelings are right. Kind of keep a mental note of your feelings, and when your feelings are right, be like, okay, that's what it feels like for my intuition to, when it's really there. And when your intuition's wrong, remember that too. Be like, okay, this is what it feels like when it's not my intuition, when it's just my anxiety or my prejudice or what have you, whatever other feeling might be interfering. When your feelings are being interfered with by your emotions. So I think there's a little bit of a difference. Your emotions are something that's part of your limbic system, but then your intuition, what you feel, where you're able to not, where you're able to think about that is not linguistic. It doesn't come out as words or pictures or anything like that. It's beyond emotions. It's not, I feel sad, I feel angry. It's like a hidden type of knowledge. It's when you know something, but it's not based on your emotions. It's not based on your logical reasoning. It's not based on a priori. It's just knowing. And you need to learn how to tap into that if you want to be able to have good relationships with people that will actually be good for you. There's lots of people that are deceivers out there. Your gut will tell you. Your gut will actually tell you. You might like this person, but there's something off about him. Something off. You need to pay attention to that. But you also need to pay attention of when you feel like, I don't like this person. But your gut's telling you, go talk to them. Because something wonderful might happen. You get past your insecurities and learn something else. But when you ignore your gut, it's like working out. The more you train those muscles, the more they will be able to lift, the more they will be able to withstand. More things you can do without injuring yourself. But if you don't exercise those things and you don't do anything with it, your muscles begin to atrophy. And when you don't do it for a really long time and then you try to pick something up, you're not going to be able to do it. Or you get into an accident and you're going to be severely hurt instead of having quality material to work with. Because that's how we evolved. We didn't speak from who knows how long. We didn't have language for a long time. We had to evolve first by intuition, by body language, speaking with our physicality, and then understanding it without words. Then eventually language evolved. I don't know how, but it did. So you got to learn how to tap into that primal language. Oh my god, stupid friggin' camera. This app is just driving me nuts. That's part of your humanity. That's part of your gift of being a person. Part of your animal self is that ability to intuit. Why isn't this working again? Whatever. But it's also one of our superpowers. We can talk, but words can be deceiving, but we can also understand things that are not being said. That is just fucking ridiculous. Anyways. Today's tarot reading this morning was about flipping perspectives, seeing something from someone else's perspective. And that's a really, really tough skill to truly develop. We might think that we're seeing something from someone else's perspective, but it's really what we're doing is we're projecting our own perspective onto what we think the other person is thinking. And I'm definitely guilty of that. It's very, very hard to make sure that you're not just putting words in someone else's mouth. But, like with everything, unless you practice, you won't get any better. But the best way to see someone's perspective is to ask them. If you're a visual thinker, ask them, how do you see this? If you're someone that thinks through that learns through emotions, ask them, what do you feel about this? If you're someone that is an audio learner, how does this sound to you? Ask them, listen to the story they tell, and take it as true. Not everybody's trying to deceive you. There are deceivers out there, but assume for a bit that what they're saying is genuinely what they think. And then become that person. Be like, okay, so this is what they're thinking. Take it as though I'm thinking this. What else does that mean? And then you'll be able to see things from their perspective. It's kind of like acting, like method acting. You become the other person. You see things from their perspective by acting exactly how they would, not with any, prejudice of like, you act like this, you're a fucking jerk, like, you do this because you just hate me. No, nothing. I'm doing this. And this is some other things. Who am I? I am this person. Try to get into character. If you want to learn how to be someone that can see things from other people's perspective, you have to learn how to get into character. And then afterwards, ask them, am I understanding this right? Say back how you interpret it, and then ask, is that correct? And if they say no, and they explain further, that'll give you more information to work off of. But unless you ask, you're not going to learn anything. Stupid freaking app. But why is it necessary to do all that? Because when you do that for other people, it translates into you being able to, as I said before, understand yourself quite a bit more. Because the more that you try to understand others, you'll understand the things about yourself that you haven't seen before. The things that are kind of under the surface that you don't know about, your blind spots. You learn about your blind spots by looking at other people's blind spots. Biggest thing about blind spots is that you'll never see them coming. It's not something that you're really aware of, if at all. Some people don't even admit that they have blind spots. That's how blind spots work. Remember, my dad told me someone once told him, pride is like bad breath. Everybody knows it except for you. It's the same thing with blind spots. Being a self-superior person, you're not going to see that until someone brings it up. But you need to see your blind spots or else you might have an accident. That's why we have mirrors in cars. Oh, look at what time it is. Well, just a little bit longer as usual. Let me get this figure done real quick. And then it's going to be time for me to go. The other phone camera's almost dead, too. So, yep, it's going to be time to go soon. Do, 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 do. Well, the clock says it's time to close now. Guess I'd better go now. I really wanna stay here all night. The cars come past all stuffed with eyes. Streetlights share of a hollow glow. Your brain seems bruised with no surprise. Still one place to go. Still one place to go. Let me sleep all night in your soul kitchen. Warm my hands by your gentle stove. Turn me out in a while now, baby. Stolen in the neon ground. If that's what he's even saying. Oh, fingers weep for minarets, speaking secret alphabets. Light another cigarette. Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. Learn to forget. Learn to forgive. Let me sleep all night in your soul kitchen. Warm my hands by your gentle stove. Turn me out in a while now, baby. Stolen in the neon ground. I apologize if my voice is out of tune. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Are you sad because you're on your own? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just want someone to love. Could it be anybody? I just want someone to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the lights? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you continue to have an awesome time. And remember to check out my website by going and clicking the link. It's in the description. Tell me what you think of my art, because this is just one example. Not all of it's like this, although most of them have these little square head guys. But I'm interested in what you thought about today's kind of ramble rant. So, it's the internet. They always tell you to like, share, subscribe. I don't care about that. Just tell me what you think. Put something in the comments. I just want to hear from someone. So I'll see y'all later.